The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the WayFM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. We know it's early.
I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here.
It's news-ish.
So let's make the best of it.
With Betty Rock on The Wally Show.
Flying on a plane, there's a lot of situations where it's like you don't have control over. And one of those is who you get to sit next to.
Ooh, I know.
You hope for the best, okay? But sometimes...
No, not sometimes. You get the worst.
Sometimes you see that person walking down the aisle looking for a spot, and it's like you're on the school bus again, and you're like, don't sit with me, don't, please,
I
don't.
had a 12-hour flight with a guy coming back from Africa that he's on the window, and my wife was in the middle, and she's like, he's in my space. I'm like, fine, we'll trade. I'll never get a good airline seat again. I know this. And so we trade, and he is in my space.
What do you mean he's in your space?
He's leaning to the right. He's on the window, but he's leaning to the right on the phone, talking business. And like, I'm like, dude, and then he's taking the whole armrest. The person in the middle gets to determine the armrest situation. His elbow is in my ribs. I finally had enough of it. I just put my arm down. I just wedged him out.
I would too.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
And then I'm like, I could have flown that whole time and never touched him. Never touched him. I keep everything in my seat. And this guy just did his elbows in my ribs. He'd fall asleep, elbow in my ribs.
Oh my
I was losing my mind. So yes, I understand this. I understand whatever you're saying.
Well, people are asking, when it comes to a 3-hour flight, who is the worst passenger to sit beside? Now, you have a couple of options, okay? And one of those was the person that takes up all your space.
Yes.
But that person didn't even meet the top 3 category,
You've gotta be
okay?
kidding me.
Because it gets worse than that. You complain, but it actually could get worse. Okay, if you had to choose between the crying baby,
Had that.
the person who is excessively coughing and sneezing,
I was that.
or the person that has a gassy problem.
Oh, yeah.
Which would you choose as the absolute worst person to sit beside?
The worst person, probably in this day and age, the cougher and the sneezer. I was kidding, it wasn't me. But I've had that.
But those don't smell bad, though.
Doesn't smell bad, but it's right there. And then you start getting paranoid about getting sick on a plane. And you just want to be on vacation or work or wherever you're going.
I'm surprised that you would choose that person because you and germs, you don't care.
I know, but I get sick on flights a lot. The baby I'm used to because I have like
'Cause you
noise
are
canceling
one?
headphones. I mean, I can just go to a different place.
Yeah, I'm thinking of solutions for all of them. For me as a woman, the crying baby, I'm like, you know what? Let me have a turn with them.
Sure.
Let's play with them. Let's talk to them, all the things. Okay.
While we're talking about crying babies, I'm sitting in my seat on that same 12-hour flight. I got Lefty McLeftenstein leaning right on me, and then all of a sudden I feel something tug on my jacket. It's a little tiny hand going through the seats, pulling my jacket. Like, what is going on?
Okay. Well, coming in at number 3, so at the bottom of the pile is the crying baby.
Sure.
People are like, it's bad, but I could deal with it.
Expect it.
Coming in second, the person who is excessively coughing and sneezing.
Yeah.
This is the one I would choose because it would irritate me to no end.
That's true.
And I would lose my ever-loving mind.
You would.
I would.
Sounds get you.
Yeah. And then coming in at number 1
Yeah.
is the person with the gassy problem. Now, to me, put Vicks Vapor Rub under your nose and a mask on, and I'll deal with it, okay?
Really?
But I don't want the person that's coughing and sneezing.
I have been on a flight where, and I think there was something medical going on. I mean, it was bad.
It was you?
No, it was, no, not me. But to the point where the person next to this person asked to be reseated.
Oh.
And I had a sock. I had been traveling with extra clothes in case I lost a bag. I had a sock over my face.
No, you did not.
I was trying to be discreet, but I mean, it was literally that bad.
That's so bad.
Yeah, I know. So I'm still gonna take crying baby. I'll take crying baby as well.
Crying baby.
Uplifting WayFM, this is The Wally Show. Gonna do a little hashtag your weekend. This is where you give us a story about something that happened over the weekend. And Betty Rock, who is our social media guru, she will give you the perfectly crafted hashtag, thereby with the post. So, Betty Rock, do you have an example of your life and a hashtag?
Yes, I do. I have the hashtag Hashtag skipping the line.
Oh, you did not. Oh, you did not. Please tell me you did not.
You're assuming a lot.
I know.
Okay.
I also know you. I also know that you feel privileged sometimes.
Excuse me.
Princess.
Hashtag skipping the line.
Okay. I think that I'm going to assume the best for a minute, that you did not just cut in line, but I really don't think that's it. I'm going to say that there was a line for something, and you're normally an introvert, but something came over you, and you decided to skip up and down the line and take video of everybody to try and make a long wait a little bit more enjoyable. You were bringing the Betty joy to people's lives.
Oh, I love that.
You skipped in line, didn't you?
Wait, Gavin, do you have a guess?
I think that you went to Chick-fil-A out on some day, obviously. You saw a ginormous line, and for the first time in your life decided to skip the line by door dashing to your place.
Okay. You're close, but not right. So I went out to eat with some friends of mine, and they got there before me, so they had already gone ahead and ordered, because it's like you order and then you go sit down type situation. And there were so many, and listen, no shame, but there were so many senior citizens that were taking their time trying to read the menu and then figure out what they wanted. I was going to be there forever. So instead, I pulled up my phone and I ordered on the app and got it to go. And then I just went and sat down with my friends and waited for my to-go order to
Did yours
ready.
Get there close to the same time that theirs did?
Only like 2 to 3 minutes.
Oh,
after,
wow.
Yeah.
You saved yourself so much time while Myrtle was trying to decide on which
Myrtle
side.
was like, now what is that again?
I know.
What's cream corn?
That is a great idea. It's the only thing you can eat, Myrtle, because of your dentures.
Oh, my goodness.
855-33-WAY-FM. 855-33-WAY-FM. You give us a story. We'll try to guess, what happened with your story based on a hashtag there. So 855-33-WAY-FM. What do you got?
Hashtag brownies.
Hashtag brownies.
That's just too obvious. I don't think it was that you made brownies this weekend, Jessica. I think what it was is that you took your kids outside and they offered you a brownie that they had made from what you hope is mud, but who knows?
Not quite.
No, okay. I'm going to say that, the Girl Scouts sell cookies and everything?
Yes.
There's a layer of Girl Scouts underneath them, the littler ones called the brownies. I'm going to say that you made a brownie cry this weekend by not buying whatever it was they were selling.
Jessica.
I know. I can't believe it. I would always buy something, Jessica. You're the worst. Am I right?
No, I would have totally bought it too.
Oh, okay. Well, forget the thing I just said about being the worst. That was just the hangry talking. So what happened then? Hashtag brownies.
So we actually had 9 kids at home, and so my youngest daughter decided that she wanted a piece of brownies, but I didn't want to leave it for the other kids to find, so she took it to bed with her. And at 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, I was digging it out of her hair.
So good. I have a friend that's an adult. We call it her Twilight. She takes like this tea and like melatonin and all this stuff because she doesn't sleep well. But then she does things like almost like sleepwalking, and she'll wake up with lollipops in her hair and stuff like that. She like sleep eats. It's the funniest thing. Greg, her husband, has had to remove lollipops and gum and marshmallows from her hair. So kind of like your kid.
Yes, they're special people.
Uplifting Away FM. This is the Wally Show. Betty Lou, play a little game with you based on what you know about me and my trip to Africa. Now, this is something that I didn't post about, and so you have even playing field with everybody else. On this trip, did I get a chance to be a carpenter, a preacher, or an amateur first responder? What do you think I did?
Well, I've been on these compassion trips with you, and when it comes to carpentry, I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
So I know that you're capable and you love working with wood.
Yeah.
Pastor, they gotta be pretty desperate to be asking you to preach.
Probably so.
Amateur first responder, you actively look for ways to be an amateur first responder, so I'm going with that.
I 100% was an amateur first responder.
I knew it.
I was in my element, man.
You love being help for everyone, even if they don't ask for your help.
A situation arose, and I rose to the challenge.
Okay.
So a lady got really sick that was on our trip. She's not from our company. She was like another speaker from them, and she got really sick. And we're in this a 2-hour bus ride. It's hot, and it bounces all over the place. Ugh. And she is not good. She is like throwing up. Like, it's bad. So she's dehydrated. She's like, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. So I got like pieces of paper and folders, and my wife and I fanned her for 2 hours of a bus ride, bouncing all over the place.
Oh, gosh.
To try to keep her cool. I held the bag.
No.
I was in, man. I was in. She kept saying, I'm so hot. I kept finding chunks of ice and cold bottles of water, holding them on her neck while she was ill. And she was not good. So then 2 hours into this thing, we're almost back to the hotel. She's like, I just want to get back to the hotel. I'm like, I get it. The bus breaks down. Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. And I watched her soul leave her body. She was like, you've got to be kidding me. And she was medically in a really bad way. And she was like, help me. Like, she was bad. And at this point, we have to get her out of the bus and into a cab to get her to the hotel.
Gosh, so not only are you an amateur first responder first, then you're an amateur mechanist?
Yeah, I was trying to.
Next.
Yeah. So she's like, I can't do it. And I look her in the eyes, and this is where my training comes in.
Yeah.
I go, look, you're going to hate me, but you're doing this, okay? I said, we don't have another option. I'm going to get you up. I'm going to go in front of you. And if you fall, I'm going to catch you. But you are getting off this bus, and you're getting in that car now. It's the only way I can help you. And so she's like, okay. And I get her up and take her out.
Whoa.
Did we step in a puddle in flip-flops? Yes, we did.
Oh.
But
did people applaud you?
No. That's the only thing that was missing. But we got her in the car, and there's a whole other layer to this story of how it got worse. And we're going to cover that. It did get worse. Like, it was lunacy, man.
Oh, jeez.
And so if you want to follow along with the whole story and the things that I didn't even post about, because I wanted to respect her and know she was okay before I said anything or posted. Yeah. It got that bad.
Well, Wally is going to do a slippity slideshow with his trip to Ghana. Text the word Wally to 91979 and you'll get a text message reminding you of when we go live with all of his photos. That's Wally to 91979.
I think to survive, we compartmentalize our lives. Everything has a box, and we kind of put things in there. You know, you've got school, or you've got work, or you've got church. But the reality is, our faith colors everything that we do. That's one of the things I really liked when I was teaching at Colorado Christian University. Faith had to be integrated into the business classes, or whatever the class was. It was a fundamental part of the education as a whole, and I think that's how we change the world.
When I was going to CCU, as a student, I was thinking, how are they going to incorporate the Bible into math? And somehow they made it happen. All CCU online courses are designed for busy adults, and most courses, they're only 5 weeks long. So you can take one class at a time and still have time to enjoy your life.
I know I wrote papers at a campground one time, so it wasn't crazy once you get the system down. So that's why if you want to continue your education, both Betty and I highly recommend Colorado Christian University.
It's never too late to pursue your passion. Take the first step today and visit online.ccu.edu. CCU is a nonprofit impact partner.
Hey, just remember, they are trying their best.
You know what? I am not going to give up that easy.
It's news-ish.
I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be.
On The Wally Show.
So I was coming back from Africa over the weekend. I was afraid of what I was coming back to. I was watching TikToks of 6+ hour wait times at the airports, and because of the government shutdown, and I had to go through customs and security, and I had a connection, so I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. And I got there, I had heard that global entry was not going to be a thing, like you couldn't use that. It's what helps you skip a lot of the customs lines. You can go through way faster. And fortunately, I got right through. I had zero problems.
Really? I'm surprised because you look like you could be a problem.
It's good, clean living, Rock. If you look into it, it really helps live in the Lord's way. And so, I was in security with my global for all of 5 minutes.
Wow.
But we were traveling with other people that were an hour. Yeah, so like we blasted through, and then we got all the bags, and like we're waiting for them, and finally it was the leg home. And somebody was like, oh, yeah, you guys go ahead and take off. I'm like, okay, done.
Yeah, we're out.
I'm done with all you people.
Every man for himself.
Oh, 100%. But usually, though, like you can check the TSA app. They have an app that will tell you about the wait times of your airport. But even right now, that app was saying that, hey, guess what? You can do this, but we're not monitoring it because of everything. Basically, it's always like the American people get hosed during all these political shutdowns, And so I was really nervous because I had been watching stories of people stranded in Miami for like 2 days amidst this chaos trying to get back. And so what do? Travel experts suggest checking out the individual airport websites. I know like our airport is B&A in Nashville, and they have a site that will tell you what their security wait times are. They say that going to the individual ones, especially in like a government shutdown situation or where TSA's jacked up, that it's more reliable.
Oh, okay.
So definitely do that if you're traveling. Because, like, they say check out social media accounts of the airports, but you got to be careful about social media in general because things get posted and the events happened and gone, but then it keeps showing up in your feed.
Well, and also, too, the dramatic people tend to be more on the social media side.
Yes. I hadn't thought of it that way, but you're 100% right. Well, like, remember all the problems in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico with the gangs and the drug lords? That it was just craziness. We had a friend that was in Puerto Vallarta. They went to go to like a friend's condo. They're like, get to this condo, you'll be safe. So they got there and they were like, literally it was 24 hours and they were on the beach the next day. Wow. But if you watch social media, it was a week of war zone, you know?
Yeah.
And it just wasn't that way. So it's that really that six of one, half dozen of another is you got to be careful because sometimes it is somewhat accurate. And so they're suggesting still get to the airport earlier than you might normally. But I saw a TikTok today of a girl that's like, got here 4 hours early, ready to go. Got through in 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You just never know. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Check the websites of the local airports. That's your best bet. And there also is another one that you can check out too. There's an app called U.S. Airport Wait Times. And maybe try that just to give you some sort of a average to take of when you want to get, especially as you're traveling anytime soon with the government shutdown still affecting all of that. Uplifting Way FM. This is The Wally Show. When you walk into people's houses, we all like to decorate. We have our style. And you'll see signs on the walls that say, like, gather or live, laugh, love. Things like that are fun. But I was thinking about it. We have a wealth of sayings and really great inspirational, motivational lines in the songs that we play here on Way FM. Like, and if you think about it, the songs that you get stuck in your head or that you cling to when you're going through something, I think would make for great wall art, actually.
And a great conversation piece as well.
Absolutely. I might start this business. Holy cow.
Well, you might have to have issues with like copyright, but whatever. Yeah, sure.
Just till they catch me. And then I'll cut them in. All right. Toby's going to get his piece. So no, I was thinking about it and I was thinking, okay, what would mine be if I was going to put one up? And it would be from Raise the Hallelujah. You know that song, right?
I'm gonna sing
in the middle of the storm. My voice is gone. Louder and louder. My voice got roached recently. And so, but
Celine Dion, is she here?
I know, right? Yeah, this song here, you know it. But the line I really love is, I'll raise a hallelujah louder than my unbelief. I'll raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody. Because music is such a powerful thing in our lives, and it can take us to heights. It can pull us out of stuff, or it can drag us down depending on what we're listening to. But there are times where I have doubts and things that I struggle with inside of my faith. And so for me, that is such a great line about, the truth of you and the songs that we sing is louder than my unbelief sometimes.
But that's exactly the song I would have chosen as
well.
And the same lyric, which is really weird. Yeah.
We're the same person. It's crazy.
Did we just become best friends?
We did. All right. So what would yours be? Based on songs that you love and the lyrics that you love from a particular song, what are they? And if you were going to turn them into a sign, which lyrics would you choose to do that, to post in your home for people to see? 855 33 Way FM. We'd love to get yours because yours too, somebody might not even know the song that you're talking about, and then it makes them go, oh, I want to look those lyrics up, and all of a sudden it's like, that's just what I needed. That's the power of the music that we play here. That's the power of God. It's not us. And so 855-33 Way FM is the number. If you want to be in this, we'd love to have you on with us. All you have to do is tell us the lyrics that you would turn into a sign to decorate your house. 855-33 Way FM. I'm curious, if you were to take some of your favorite lyrics and turn it into wall art for your home, what would it be?
It would be that song. I can't remember who the artist is, but it goes, I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody all about somebody.
Oh, yeah, that's Casting Crowns and Matthew West with Nobody.
'Cause I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul.
I think it just keeps me humble when I'm going throughout my days and just reminding myself that I am honestly just a nobody and trying to be a disciple and spread the light of Jesus.
Do you need to be humbled constantly, Manny? Is this something that you need?
I think that we all do, honestly.
What Betty's getting at is that while you're making one sign, she's like, could you knock out another one for Wally?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
What song lyrics would you choose for a sign in your home?
I would choose Flawless by Mercy Me.
What line inside of that do you really like?
It's actually the whole chorus because I've always dealt with not feeling like I'm enough. And it says, no matter the bumps, no matter the bruises, no matter the scars, still the truth is, the cross has made you flawless. And then it says, no matter the hurt or how deep the wound is, no matter the pain, still the truth is, the cross has made you flawless.
That's a lot of words to put on a sign. I will give you that.
Yeah, it's going to be you have a big wall, like an accent wall or something that you could do that with. So what would you choose for that?
God only knows what you've been through.
Oh, the For King and Country song.
Yes.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
Why would you choose those lyrics?
Because it got me through a really rough time in life when I was going through a divorce and I didn't know which way to go.
Oh, yeah, that's hard, too. You know, the thing that's so important about the Jesus component of our faith is that he came to earth and he became man and he experienced the things that we experience. He experienced joy, love, loss, temptation, sadness, all of the stuff. And I think that enables him to know and understand us better.
Shalia, if there was another woman that has gone through something similar like you and feels like she's all alone in her situation, and you said these lyrics really helped you, what would you say to her?
I would say pray daily. Just really take some time to yourself, be alone, and listen to what God's saying.
You know, that's one of those things that can be a byproduct of something bad like going through a divorce, is it can actually serve to strengthen your faith and your relationship with God, even as like your marital relationship is ending.
Yes.
Wide awake while the world is sound asleep, and too afraid of what might show up while you're dreaming. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. And every day you try to pick up all the pieces.
Here's our little ginger snap.
I'm that gingerbread bad boy, that little oven-baked treat.
It's the Lucky Charm himself, Gavin, with News-ish on The Wally Show.
If you've ever had somebody in your family deal with dementia, you know how cruel the disease can be. I know it's something that's run in my family. I know that even as my parents get older, they're starting to think about it as they get into closer to their 60s. But there seems to be hope on the horizon for how a certain piece of technology can help those dealing with early stage dementia. A UK startup called CrossSense is making AI, again, sometimes there's some bad AI stuff out there, good AI, powered glasses that are going to help people with early stage dementia. So kind of a walkthrough on how this will work. When you wear the glasses, objects are actually going to be labeled on the lens as they view them, and then they can even help with step-by-step guides on how to do certain things. Like they showed an image of somebody who was looking at a like a teapot that was steaming, and so the label says teapot, and then the direction says getting hot. You can take this off now.
Nice.
So I think that's something, especially because I think with a disease like dementia, obviously you become forgetful, but your whole world just starts to shrink.
Well, you think about it too, like if they're doing it for that thing and objects that you see, you would think that with facial recognition, they could do that with people in their life. You could customize it to people. And so you would see your daughter, Sally, your daughter, your firstborn, or Wally, your son, the one you love the most that you've got in the will above all the other siblings. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I would hack the glasses so that every time I went and visited them, it would pop up my name, and it would also say, "Today is her birthday. You need to give her $10."
See, now this is the problem. This is why Betty and I are not involved with anything like this, because there's good people out there trying to solve problems, and we're trying to ruin them, and just do something for ourselves. But I love this. It's one of the cruelest diseases is when you forget the people that you've loved for 50 years, and they call it the long goodbye, and it's really hard on everybody else. And if there's anything, like music helps with dementia and Alzheimer's patients to take them back to moments. And as a person that is on the outside of it and you're watching somebody that you love go through this, you want anything from them that will help them. And I love this idea. Did it give you any idea about how far out it is?
Okay, I was going to say that. They are projecting it to be available in the UK by 2027, with the United States and other countries following suit. So
it's not that far.
It's not that far away, and I think that's just one of those things that obviously will be helpful for someone who is going through that and how they're forgetting things, but it's also that peace of mind, other than Betty, I guess, trying to steal more
Betty's
money.
the worst, actually. Hers was worse than mine.
Still is too dramatic of a word. I don't know.
Uplifting Way FM, this is The Wally Show, and when you don't know how to do something, you're like, man, how do I learn this? Do I need to go back to college? No, just go to YouTube school. That's where I check everything first. Like I was doing some editing on a program that I don't use a ton, but there are a couple things, like some nuanced things I wanted to learn how to do. YouTube, and I was able to learn it like lickety-split.
Well, and I remembered that too because recently I had a friend of mine that she was crocheting these granny squares. You may have seen them where like they make blankets and sweaters, and it's these crocheted squares that they all put together, and it was so cute. And I am a sucker for a grandma hobby.
Yep.
And so I was like, I want to learn how to do this. And I remembered you saying you can learn anything on YouTube. And so I looked it up. I went on YouTube and I searched like making grandma squares for beginners.
Yeah.
And a couple of them popped up for me. And so now I'm learning how to crochet.
Have you made
these
one
granny
yet?
squares. No, I haven't gotten there just yet. It takes time, Wally.
Okay, all right.
You can't rush it.
Step one is you got to enroll, so that's good, into YouTube school.
Well,
then you got to.
What's so great too is with YouTube, it's all free. So you can just watch it and then learn.
Yeah, I wanted to change the fuel sensor in our gas tank in my wife's car, and she would not let me do it. I'm like, honey, I watched a guy with no shoes on YouTube figure out how to do this, and I'm figuring if that guy can do it, I at least have footwear. I could do this.
I mean, if I get one step wrong, I could blow our house up, but...
Wasn't my car.
I would get it for free.
Exactly. So what is that thing that you learned on YouTube? I learned so many things from there because it's just a really great research. I think it's the number 2 search engine, too, for stuff behind Google. I mean, that's how people use it for everything. So what was that thing that you went to YouTube school for? All right, 855-33 Way FM. And how did it work out? Did you learn everything just right and you were able to do it, or was it harder than you thought and you weren't able to? 855-33 Way FM is the number. We love having you on the show, and that's how you can be on with us right now. 855-33 Way FM. So, Piper, what was the last thing that you went to YouTube school for?
I looked up how to replace a garbage disposal to surprise my husband for Christmas.
Okay, now did it work out good? Did you accomplish the repair properly?
I did. It took a couple times watching the video, but I got the old one out and the new one in, and he had no idea, and I wrapped an empty box, and he unwrapped it and surprised him that it was already installed.
That is awesome. So you remembered to take the plug out that you have to hit out with a screwdriver that lets the water go into the plumbing? Did you do that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And a girl, you did it right.
Yes.
Nicely done. Because I forgot that step when I did my mom's. Full disclosure, I should have gone back to YouTube because I had forgotten how to do it right. What'd you learn?
Well, my wife and I decided we're going to try to do some origami. And we got the books, we got the paper, we got everything, tried to follow the instructions, and no way.
Okay, now origami is the ancient Japanese art form of paper folding, and I can see that. I've tried to make paper airplanes and things like that from a written picture description, and I can't do it. YouTube would be the only way I could do this.
Yeah, when we finally went to YouTube, we now have about 6 or 7 different origami structures that we've made. And without YouTube, it was not going to happen.
Nice. I'm curious if you can get like couples therapy on YouTube as well. Because my wife and I build Legos together, and sometimes it gets a little contentious. All right, Paula, you're up. What was that thing that you went to YouTube school and learned?
Well, my mom gave me her boat when she passed away, and it was a boat similar to the gator boats with a long shaft on it.
Yeah.
And the fuel pump went out in it. And so I was like, I wonder if I could fix this myself. So I went and Googled it, walked me right through it. I was able to repair it, and it runs like a charm.
Did you, like, kind of when you finished go, there you go, Ma, I did it?
Yeah, I was very proud of myself that I was able to do it myself and not have to go spend money on getting it done.
Yeah, I fixed my lawnmower, like replaced the carburetor and stuff. My dad was always really good at that kind of stuff, and I never really was. And then when I fired it up, I almost had a little tear in my eye, and I was like, man, I wish my dad was here to see this. He would have been so proud, and I'm sure your mom would have been proud of you, too, for fixing her gator boat.
Yes, absolutely.
Monday School is a chance for Wally to share what he learned at church and prove that he went.
So we started our Easter series talking about what Easter has become, and it seems to be about baskets and bunnies. But Easter is really, for us, all about Jesus, because Easter is what changed everything. And Jesus did a bunch of miracles like walking on the water, feeding the 5,000, turning water to wine, all those things. But his biggest miracle, when you think about it, was conquering death. And I loved where our pastor went with this because, yeah, you've got the Easter story, and we know that that's why we have salvation. But I love that the angle, though, too, was if Jesus can conquer physical death, he can also conquer a dead marriage, a dead dream, even a dead spirit. And he brings dead things back to life. I'm like, oh, that's super applicable on a daily basis for all of us outside of Easter. Like when Jesus was crucified, the disciples thought it was game over. But Jesus had a different plan. He knew the true ending of the story. But the disciples had to have faith even when all seemed lost. You know, and so I'm curious, like, have you been there? I know I have. Are you there now? I get it. There are times when, like, I wonder, where is God? Or what is he even doing in all of this mess, you know? But the disciples, like the disciples, we have to believe that God is working even when we don't see it. Like, we play that song by Michael W. Smith, and it's a great reminder. It's called Waymaker.
Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working.
As we were doing this whole Monday school, this song just kept going off in my head because there's times that I doubt that he's working, you know? And I'm in full disclosure, I do. I'm like, when are you working? How are you working?
I think a lot of us battle that.
Yeah, and so this message for me was super personal, I think. Like, it landed with me, and that I have to have more faith. I have to trust. I have to not rely on my own understanding, my own wisdom, my own solution to a problem, you know? And so in this time of Easter, as we focus on the death and resurrection of Jesus, the encouragement for you and for me is don't lose heart. God loves you, and he's still in the business of bringing dead things back to life. And that's your Monday School for today.
Uplifting Way FM. This is The Rock Report with Betty Rock.
I think all of us have an opinion when it comes to, if you're asked the question, who is that actor that when you see them cast in a movie, you instantly lose interest.
Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
What?
So
He's
if you
such a
saw
bad actor.
Keanu Reeves in a movie, you'd be like, no, I'm not interested.
Anything outside of John Wick. Like, John Wick is his thing. That's his vehicle. It makes sense for him. But if you, like, to see him, like, hey, we got the new movie and it's got Keanu Reeves in it, I'm like, that's not going to be good.
You know who mine would be?
Who?
Ben Affleck.
Oh, I could see that. He's kind of...
meh.
He's
After
good in
Armageddon,
yeah.
it was like, okay, I'm good.
He's good in Boston movies, like kind of where he's like a dirty
He's
cop.
good in Dunkin' commercials,
He's
too.
better in Dunkin'
Yeah.
commercials. That's some of his best work.
Well, people are sharing on the internet who is their top-rated lose interest actors.
I love it.
I want to see if you agree with these.
Okay, go.
The first one being Jared Leto.
Oh, he's such a creepy guy. Like, he really is. But, like, he's good at creepy. He's not an instant out for me.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But then again, I can't think of one movie I've seen where he was in it either.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Another one, Dakota Johnson. Do you remember her?
Oh.
She's the little blonde-haired girl, right?
I remember Dakota Fanning.
That's who you're thinking
Oh.
of. Dakota Johnson is,
Yeah.
I think she's like a brunette, and I don't think she does anything like funny. I don't think she does anything that's good action movie-wise.
Dakota Fanning actually did not turn out great either. Like she had a huge career ahead of her, and then she kind of just faded off into obscurity, and she's come back recently. But
Well, one person commented on Dakota Johnson saying she literally has one note and it's monotone. If she was a color, she would be beige.
Well, that's funny. Think about it. Jason Bateman is the same character in everything he plays.
Jason
But I
Bateman.
do. Yeah, I love it. He was in another TV show where he was like a darker character, but he still had his same vibe, and that was interesting. But yeah, he plays the same character, so I could see how people would be like, I don't care about that.
And then finally, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh, he's an instant. I'm watching it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a lot
funny.
of people. There are a lot of people that are like, no, if he's in the cast, I'm out. Mainly just because, did you know that he has a contract that says that he cannot have a loss in his movie?
really?
So if he is in a fight,
Yeah.
he has it in his
Love
contract
that.
that they will write it out to where he wins.
Okay, I get that.
No.
Yeah, I get that.
Every
That is
guy's dream.
Yeah.
That's an insecurity problem,
Well,
sir.
he's The Rock, man. Like he
Oh
would.
my
Okay.
God.
Only paper can beat him.
Yes. That's so
Sorry,
good.
sorry.
I don't know if you realize it or not, but you are in the presence of greatness. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. Not talking about me. Talking about one Miss Betty Rock, who is a bona fide boss queen. We like to do this from time to time. Give women a chance to say, hey, I'm proud of myself for this. People didn't think I could do it, or maybe the world, to them, it would go unnoticed. But man, I'm really proud that I did this. So Betty Rock, regale us with a yarn of your boss queenness.
Well, like most men in my life, they try and derail me.
Sure.
And that was the case for Buford Beauregard Beans. That is my elder cat.
Yes.
Okay. So I went to turn on my TV and I was like, oh, it's not coming on. So then I checked the batteries in my remote. The batteries are fine. I don't know what's going on. I look down and I can see that the cord had been chewed through.
That little rascal.
Didn't he destroy like 3 of your phone charging cords as well? What is he
I don't
doing?
know what has gotten into this boy, but I was livid.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the cord that goes from my TV to my Roku. Okay, thank goodness it wasn't the TV
The electric
cord.
one.
Can you imagine?
You'd have one less problem.
Listen, that's his problem, not mine.
He's gonna meet Cat
They're like,
Jesus. That's on
yeah,
him.
deuces. Anyway, so he chewed through that wire. Okay, so now I'm in a conundrum because I don't have a replacement for this cord.
Yeah.
And also, too, I don't know what to tell you about what the ends are. Like, what do I even search on
Sure.
Amazon? Okay. But I'm a smart cookie, okay?
Yes, you are.
So I went to Chatty G.
Yeah.
Okay, ChatGPT. I took a picture of the cord.
No, you did not.
And the 2 ends.
Yeah.
Because there were 2 different ends. One I learned is a USB.
Sure.
I forget what the other one is.
USB 2,
Anyways,
probably the flat
doesn't matter.
one.
Anyway, Chatty told me, oh, you need this cord. Here it is. Brought it up a link on Amazon, and I bought it right there. And it worked.
All right. Okay. You know what? I'm still sticking by Boss Queen. Cause
Why?
You just
No, because I could have been a damsel in distress.
Yep.
And been like, what shall I ever do? And I could have called my dad.
Yeah.
I could have called you.
Could
I
have
could
rid of the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But instead, I fixed my own problem.
I thought you were going to say like you rewired it together and used electrician's tape to attach the broken wire, which when you were talking about using like a USB cord, I'm like, that is impressive because the wires in there are really small.
Oh, so that would have been
electric's even easier. Electric, if you had choose your other one.
Wait a minute. When did you become the judge of who has a boss queen
sorry.
moment and who
You did,
doesn't?
you did, you
Are
did,
you
you
the
did, you
ultimate
did.
queen?
Yeah.
If that's what you're naming yourself, then fine. Is that what you want to be?
Nope, I walked into that one. Okay, so I'm surprised that you could take a picture of it and ChatGPT would help you out.
Yep.
ChatGPT, that is a good man right there helping you.
No. Who says Chatty G is a man? It could be a girl.
Because he could fix it. All right, so 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. Let's take your boss queen moment, and I promise you I will be easier on you than I am on Betty. 855-33-WAY-FM. What was that thing that you did that as a lady you're like, you know what? I'm proud of myself for doing this. We'll take yours now. 855-33-WAY-FM. What is yours? That thing that maybe other people wouldn't appreciate, but you're like, I'm proud of me.
Well, I was at work, and me and my coworker work in a classroom, and we needed a filing cabinet. So we go to an empty classroom to get the filing cabinet out of there, and she's like, this is way too big. We're not going to be able to get it by ourselves. I'm going to go grab like two of our other coworkers so we can grab it. Well, I go to the next room, grab a dolly, and get it wheeled to our classroom before she is even back with two coworkers.
Ooh,
nice.
Yes,
Look
you
at
did.
you. You didn't see a problem. You saw an opportunity for greatness, and you took it.
Yes.
And don't let them live it down. You know, show them and remind them often how you saw a problem and you fixed it without any man coming to your rescue. Now, the only bad thing, Kirsten, is the next time something heavy needs to be moved, you're the one that's going to be called in.
Yep, that's very true.
Yeah,
You kind
I
of did
know.
yourself in.
I'm also super tall, so we're the one getting the stuff off the top shelf, too.
Oh, that must be nice. No one's ever asked me to reach up for anything like that. I've never been a top shelf guy. What's yours?
In December, my mom and I thought it was a great idea to tile my multi-purpose room, and it was 450 square feet.
Okay, that's no joke. And like, so you're doing the floor?
Yes, we tiled the floor. It was on cement. I knew I was good. I rented the big, huge tile saw, and we went at it.
Nice.
Whoa.
I love this.
Best thing is, my husband was moving our son from Alaska, so he was gone for 3 weeks. So that's when I did it without telling him.
Stephanie, I hope that your project turned out better than Wally's when he tried to retile his own bathroom floor because he had to use a bathroom rug to cover up one of his mistakes.
Again, not my mistake. It was a mosaic tile that came with one tile out of place from the factory. Now, I could have gone back in and changed it myself, but the rug was easier.
Stephanie would have. She would have made it perfect.
That's true. Stephanie's attention to detail makes her a boss queen. Nicely done, girl.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
And now for some good news.
Uplifting WAY-FM. This here is the Wally Show with a little good news. Giddy up. Because the regular world and the news can be a bit of a bummer, so we like to find some of the things that are not that. Good news, giddy up. Betty Rock, go.
There was a dog that was caught wandering for days in a rural part of...
Wondering? What was he wondering?
No, wandering around.
Oh, wandering. I'm sorry. He just looked like confused, like, I wonder what's going on.
Wandering around in rural Alabama with a bucket stuck over his head.
I hate those stories.
I know, it's so sad. I was seeing some of the photos that were caught from people that lived in the area. Of course, it was by, what do you call those, like hunting cameras? That hunters
trail cams.
Yeah, trail cams. So a lot of them were from that, of course, because it's Alabama.
Yeah.
But there was another dog that was staying with this dog that had the bucket over its head. I know. So what they did was the locals tried to trap him. They named him Buck, but they all worked together, and they finally caught Buck. And now he is being sent to the vet. He got looked over. He's getting all
they
the
take
nutrients.
The bucket off?
Yes.
Okay.
He's getting all
You
the
left
nutrients
that
that he
part
needs.
out.
Sorry. They took the bucket off of him. And the dog that stayed with him, they're adopting them together.
I love that so much.
So precious.
That is right there why we do Good News Giddy Up, because that took all the blackness in my soul and just kicked it out.
Wow.
Oh, so good. I needed that today.
pretty
Thank
powerful.
you. Yeah. Gavin, I hope yours is good.
I think it is. In 2024, a motorcycle accident left a student named Van paralyzed. Van is
I'm sad again.
Okay.
Thanks, Gavin.
I'll save it.
Wah, wah.
So he's an avid hiker and camper, so losing his mobility
Would be
hurt.
problematic. It's tough to hike like that.
But a group of Tennessee Tech engineering students came to the rescue. They built him a custom all-terrain wheelchair.
Okay.
They nicknamed it the Chariot.
That's a great name, too.
And it's designed, obviously, all-terrain. It's designed to handle rugged outdoor terrain. So now he has his independence back, and he's able to return back to the trails.
I like that. I do. I love that. Like anything that gets people back to what it was that they were before an accident or something close to where it's something that's fulfilling for them, I think is like money well spent. I love the name of that, the Chariot. Nicely done. And that is going to do it for your good news. Giddy up.
Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.